morning. Welcome to 49ers in 5, your daily update on everything happening with the team that you need to know. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. Today is Thursday, September 21st, 2023. Here's what's happening with your San Francisco 49ers. Not to go all Vince Vaughn and Wedding Crashers on you, but it's week 3, baby. I am so excited for the game tonight. Let's get to it. We'll start with the injury update. 2 players on the injury report for the 49ers, both questionable. Brandon Ayuk with a shoulder and Ambry Thomas with a knee. Both are said to be game time decisions. But let me flip it over to the Giants side of things because New York is going to be without 4 starters in this game tonight. Saquon Barkley will not play. Brent Bredeson, the guard, will not play. Andrew Thomas, the starting left tackle, who is a great player, will not play with a hamstring injury. And Azeez Ojulari, defensive end, has a hamstring as well. He is out. So there are going to be some opportunities to take advantage of a weakened Giants roster. Now, for the next part of the show, we usually play some audio for you from the 49ers. Well, there was no audio from the 49ers yesterday because they were off. John Lynch was on KMBR, but he was boring as hell, so I'm not going to waste your time with that. Let's flip it over and go to the New York side of things. Let's see what the Giants are saying about the 49ers, and we'll start with their coach, Brian Daboll, talking about Kyle Shanahan.
He's done this for a long time. He has a ton of experience. He has, I'd say, a number of plays that he's run throughout his past, and he's always evolving. That's what I appreciate about Kyle. He's a heck of a football coach. He creates, I'd say, a lot of issues, whether that's run force issues, whether it's making plays look exactly the same and setting things up. He's a timely play caller. He's an excellent coach.
I love hearing that coach is still evolving. That's what you want. That's the difference between a guy like Chip Kelly, who had a couple of years of success when his system was new, and a guy like Kyle Shanahan, who has years and years of sustained offensive performance. The key is evolution. Good to hear from an opponent that Kyle is still doing that. Now, Coach Daboll, give us a scouting report on the Niners as you see it.
They got a lot of good players on their team. A team full of Pro Bowlers or all pros. Whether it's McCaffrey, Debo, Samuel, Ayuk, Bosa, Hargrave, Warner. I mean, the list goes on and on. I'd say their team is well constructed. John Lynch has done a great job along with Kyle. And, there's a lot of challenges with this team, I'd say, in a number of areas, Kim.
I know it's similar to a lot of stuff that you've heard, but we can't get numb to it. We can't get numb to how talented this roster is. When you hear other coaches name all the players that we have, they just got to be frustrated that we have so many good players on their team. The Giants would rip their arms off to have players like the 49ers have. And it's just good to remember once in a while, oh yeah, this isn't really a common thing. And the Niners are a really, really good team. One more for you now. Let's hear from our old friend, Matt Breida, who's going to see a lot of action now that Saquon Barkley is not going to play in the game. Hey, Matt, tell us about your old buddy, Fred Warner.
Oh, man, Fred's my guy. Me and Fred used to have one-on-ones and stuff like that. So, he's probably arguably the best linebacker, in the game right now as far as, cover skills and being able to diagnose plays. You just got to be on point, And like I said, it's going to be a tough game, especially with, they got Greenlaw over there too. So, they got a good defense, but I feel like we got a good offense too, so it should be a good game.
Oh, see, that's how you could tell Matt Breida has connections to the 49ers. He gave Fred Warner his flowers, but also gave some props to Dre Greenlaw. Only the people that were close to this team for some amount of time give Greenlaw the credit that he deserves. Nice to see Matt Breida doing a solid there. And hey, maybe it doesn't hurt to talk nice about the guys that are going to be tackling you later this evening. We always give you one thing to read, one thing to watch, and one thing you might have missed. One thing to read on this Thursday. We have a long way to go before we know how Brock Purdy's career is going to turn out. But we can say that Brock Purdy has a pair of cleats that were taken to Canton, Ohio, and are now currently displayed in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Not bad for a former Mr. Irrelevant, right? To find out why, click the link in the description of this episode. One thing to watch, the field at Levi's Stadium. Apparently, Ed Sheeran played a concert there recently, so there was a lot of action on the field. The Niners have replaced the whole thing so that it's going to be in good shape for the game tonight. Now, sometimes those things can be a little slick, so we'll have to keep an eye on it. But good on the 49ers for replacing the field. Some owners do not give a crap about the playing surface. Jed York does deserve a little bit of love for that. One thing you may have missed. Tim Ryan is the 49ers radio analyst for KNBR. And the Niners announced this week that he was extended. He joined the 49ers in 2014. He will now continue to be the analyst on the radio through the 2028 season alongside his partner, Greg Papa. Oh, by the way, in a fact that will interest only me, the Giants radio play-by-play voice is Bob Papa, but apparently not related in any way to the guy we got in San Francisco. That's a wrap on today's 49ers in 5. Please rate, review, and follow the Gold Standard Podcast Network. I always say if you leave a review on the show, we will read it on the show. And if you want to help us, please leave a review in Apple Pods, 5 stars. Leave a comment as well. It really helps us climb the charts. It helps new people discover us. So if you can do that, we would really, really appreciate it. Before I go, I want to remind you, enjoy the game tonight, yes, but after the game, join us live on the Gold Standard Network YouTube channel. We will be here for at least 45 minutes, probably even longer, probably like an hour after the game, breaking down everything that happens. We take your questions, your comments. It's really interactive. It is a ton of fun. So if this is your first time hearing 49ers in 5, just join us after the game. If you click the little notification bell on the YouTube channel, you'll know right when we go live. And I'm talking right after the game. We will be there with you, hopefully, celebrating the 13th straight regular season win for the 49ers. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. We'll talk after the game.